think we're on. Hey, everybody, we're on with Sentinel Sports Extra. Two idiots and a guest make NFL predictions. We have a special guest with us here tonight, Mateo Paul, but Mateo's microphone seemed to be having trouble.
Can you hear me now, Tim, or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
How about that?
There you go.
All right, sounds good.
That's excellent. How are you doing, Mateo?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Good. Mateo played for our Rawlings Tigers summer team this year. Mateo wants to go into broadcasting, right, Mateo?
Yeah, I'm looking into it for sure.
Yes. So when Joey Schneider could not be with us tonight, I asked Mateo if he wanted to join, and he said yes. So
welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you guys.
That's my broadcast partner, Chuck Kulchock. Chuck and I used to do the bowling stream together for Wycliffe Bowling, and Chuck was a frequent guest on our Josh and Tim Talk Sports. So how's school, Mateo? Good?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
It's going good? Okay.
Stay there.
He goes.
Yeah.
Mateo goes to NDCL. He is a Lion.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
You're going
Good
to play
luck.
baseball in the spring?
Yep.
All right. That's awesome. So we have a bunch of games to go over. Of course, the NFL games. I couldn't figure out how to get the microphones working. But Mateo, of course, the young people know technology. So Mateo left the stage and came back in, and that worked.
We're good to go now.
So we have 16 NFL games and Ohio State, which is, they're playing the Ohio Bobcats tonight, or not tonight, on Saturday. They're on Peacock this week, so everybody's going to be looking, where's Ohio State? They're on Peacock. I'm not happy with Peacock. They took off Murder, She Wrote. So that's pretty much all I'll be watching is when the Big Ten's on there. But that's neither here or there. Let's talk about something that, I want to mention that last week I mentioned we were going to have my former 1987 classmate, Julie Kalakara, on tonight. But she's, a little bit under the weather tonight, so she could not join us. But hopefully in the future she will be able to join us. And I just want to shout out to Julie. She's a great person, and I just wanted to shout out to her. But
Hi, Joy.
now let's get to something that's bothered me since I saw it a couple weeks ago.
Oh, here we go.
It is the Baltimore Ravens. Okay, I get celebrating your team. I get celebrating your team announcing that they're coming to Baltimore. That's fine. But the fact they are doing that this Sunday when they play the Browns is, in my opinion, disgusting. Like, look,
Agreed.
everybody who knows me knows that I am not a Browns fan, that I am not fond of the Browns fan base for a lot of things they say and do. But this is a total slap in the face that they are doing this. I think, remembering back to 95, Chuck, remember what that was like?
One of the worst times ever for a sports fan.
It was terrible. And even
Absolutely terrible.
Even myself, who I still consider myself somewhat a Browns fan then, but I was a Buccaneers fan. I'll never forget that time.
You can't forget
how that was. And they're going to celebrate it in front of Cleveland fans who are watching it on TV. That's horrible.
Shame on the NFL for allowing that.
Not the NFL so much, because the NFL, they don't care. You know how the NFL is.
Well, it's about money, yeah.
Yeah, but shame on the Ravens and shame on Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah.
Who is their vice president and in the Browns Ring of Honor. I cannot blame Ozzie Newsome for taking the job as general manager when they moved the team. He wanted to be in management in the NFL. I can't blame him for taking that job. Then when Art Modell hired him. But there's no way this should be happening. Ozzie Newsome should have said, let's have the celebration the next week. Or if they're not home, the next home game. There's no reason Ozzie Newsome should have allowed this. I think Ozzie Newsome should be removed from the Browns Ring of Honor.
Ooh, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it any more than you do. I think it's despicable, especially like you said, since Ozzie is the vice president of this football team. I go a little further. CBS better not show nothing.
They better not. Oh, but they will.
Well, it's very disturbing.
Because let's be honest,
the disappointment I have in Ozzie Newsome, I can't tell you how disappointed I am in that man.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed in him, and I've met him more than once, and talked to him more than once, and he's a nice person. So I just can't believe he allowed this. From somebody, Mateo, from your standpoint, okay, you're 17, okay, right? You're 17 now, right?
16, but yeah.
Oh, you're not 17 yet? You were one of the younger guys on the team. Okay. So
don't rush it, Tim.
Perspective. What's that?
Don't rush him.
Exactly. So from your perspective, your dad is a sports fan. Your dad and I have great conversations about sports.
For sure.
Yeah. How do you feel about this? What do you think of this?
Well, it's funny because I just was talking to my dad about when they left in 95 literally yesterday and like what he was thinking of that. For me, I guess it doesn't have as much meaning to me because like I wasn't around when they left, but I still don't think it should be done. But I kind of like it as a fan because I think it gives juice to the Browns and they need that. I think they need that juice to go out there. I mean, they're already 10.5-point underdogs, and I think we need that honestly, but it could have been another week. I think it should have been another week, but
I wonder, Mateo, as professional athletes, do they care about that as much as, say, Chuck and I do? You know what I mean?
No.
That's
a valid point. No.
So I hope that motivates them. I hope it does. You know what?
I think maybe the core people like Denzel that'll probably motivate him. Flacco, since he's back there, I think just being back there in general motivates Flacco.
They let him go. They traded him. Yeah.
Yeah, they drafted Lamar and he left. So I mean,
so maybe some guys it will.
Yeah.
I just think that look, if there's 2 times a year, I root for the Browns now. It's definitely against them, and probably the other 2 are against the Steelers. But this week, man, I'll tell you what. Thank goodness the Buccaneers do not play until Monday night, so I'll be able to watch the Browns game, and
that's good.
Hopefully they can come away with a win. It may not be easy, but let's hope they can beat them and make them pay for not being nice people in this case. So, but we'll move on here. I'm going to go over the standings, Chuck.
Why don't we do that, Tim?
Yes, we will add guests next week. And what I added this year, too, is winning percentage. Because sometimes we don't have a guest.
Yeah,
so they have less wins.
Correct.
So you can't. So I added winning percentage.
I like that.
So that will determine. When we don't have a guest, at least we could still say, oh, guests have this winning percentage, so they're pretty good. So, but Chuck, you're 14-3. Last week, you got 3 NFL games wrong. You got the Ohio State game right, of course. So your winning percentage is 823.
It's a good start.
Yeah. Joey and I are tied. We're 13-4, 765 winning percentage. That's not bad either.
No, that's a good start for the first week. That's a good start.
I was a little disappointed in some of my picks. I got to stop letting my like or dislike of a team come into play. Not that I'd ever do that.
Tim, come on.
But I was right about, that you guys made the right pick last week, and you all picked Tampa Bay over the Falcons. That was good. Yeah. But here we go. So we got Ohio State versus Ohio. Of course, at Ohio Stadium. And Joey did give me his picks. So I'll read Joey's pick. Joey predictably picked Ohio State.
Going out on the limb, I see.
He did. And, I'll just get mine out of the way. I'm going to pick Ohio State, too. What about you, Chuck?
I got to go with the Buckeyes. I mean, this is not going to be a close game. So,
yeah. So, Mateo, we'll let you what do you think about Ohio State this year? Who's going to win this game? I mean,
first off, I think it's obvious. Like you said, it's Ohio State's winning this game. But for me, I think the defense is going to be the key factor to their run this year. You have Jeremiah Smith, who's arguably the best player in college football, but Julian Sain's younger, and I think it'll take him a little while to get his feet wet. But I think Matt Patricia and this defense are going to do a lot to disrupt teams. And I don't know how – I honestly don't see Ohio State not being a national championship contender.
I would have to agree with you. And like you said, I think Matt Patricia's the difference.
Oh, 100%.
I think there were people that were like, scratching their head when they hired him. But I remember thinking to myself right away, like, this guy's was a great NFL defensive coordinator. So he's going to come up with schemes they've not used in college.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, why not? Why not hire him? Just made us better.
It looks like he slimmed down, too. When he was the Lions coach, he was a little heavy. He looked like he's lost some weight. I almost didn't realize it was him when they showed him on the sidelines. I'm like, oh my gosh! So he's probably in better health. And being an NFL coach has got to be really hard, though. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh sure. It's got to be hard on your body, your mental health.
Oh, it has. It has to be brutal. But so let's get to. We've got the NFL, 16 games since we don't have a bye yet. Those will be coming, I think, week 5. There's a bye.
You're right.
Oh, Mateo, tell your dad congratulations on winning his first week in the Fantasy Football League.
I helped out with a little bit with that.
Oh, did you? Okay, that's good.
Week 1 too. So I caught a dub. What about you guys?
I got my butt kicked.
Oh.
Yes.
I was a winner.
You were a winner.
Hey, that's Chuck. A good thing. Never bad to be a winner.
I lost by over 250 points.
Oh,
I had 19 of my 26 guys were under their projection.
Wow.
So I got pounded, and that's okay. Controversy makes you better. Even in fantasy sports.
Oh yeah.
Those guys better worry though, because I might bench them if they start, doing bad. But so here we go with the picks. We've got and I'm going to get it right again this week, Chuck. I'm going to say the correct name. We've Commanders at Packers.
Very well. Very good.
Yes. I am going to go with the Pack this week. Let's go to Mateo now. What do you think, Mateo, about this Commanders Packers game?
I'm a big Jaden Daniels guy, but I have to go Packers with this one. I feel like the Packers are now one of the favorites in the NFC. I mean, if they can get back to that hot run they went on 2 years ago, I don't see why they couldn't be at the top. They finally got a solid receiver in Matthew Golden with very good speed, and I think Micah Parsons only makes that team so much more dangerous.
That's pretty good. Chuck, Mateo's
Did you get this guy, Tim? He
knows.
knows. He knows the Packers.
Oh yeah, no, Mateo he's a smart guy. Like we had
I like him a lot right now.
We had great conversations during the baseball.
We did. We definitely did.
Some of the best conversations I've ever had with a kid since I've been coaching high school. It's great. Mateo is very knowledgeable.
Very knowledgeable.
So, what do you think, Chuck, about this game? You picked the Packers already, right? Did I already get to you?
I am. Mateo's right on the money. The Packers are a very good team. I'm not even sure this game's going to be close.
Really?
I agree with Jaden.
Packers
Jaden.
At home, they're going to roll.
I agree with Mateo though. I'm a big Jaden Daniels fan. I wasn't a big fan of him when he was at LSU, simply because I don't like LSU.
Sophomore slump.
The things I've seen about him, he's a really good person. He's a great person.
I've heard nothing but good things about the young man.
So we're all going with the Packers. Joey picked the Packers too. But then we go to a game that I don't think this one will be close. But Jaguars at Bengals. Joey picks the Bengals. Who do you have, Mateo?
I have the Bengals. I mean, I think why the offense was so slow to start was because of our defense. But I think they'll get the run game going against the Jaguars, which only opens it up more for T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. So I got Bengals winning by a lot.
Okay. What about you, Chuck?
I got the Bengals in a rollover. I mean, this game's not going to be close.
Yeah. I have the Bengals. Hopefully Joe Burrow has a better day because of the 8 fantasy leagues I'm in. I believe.
Gosh.
I believe I have Joe Burrow
in 7 of them.
5. I'm in 7 regular ones, and then I'm in that guillotine league where the lowest score in the league gets eliminated, and I survived the first week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I did. I was very proud of that. So, but I have Joe Burrow in a bunch of leagues. I need him to have a good week. But so the next game, Giants at Cowboys. Boy, there's a bunch of games where I just don't like either team. But Giants at Cowboys. Joey picks the Cowboys. Mateo, what's your pick here?
I'm going Cowboys. I honestly like what I saw against the Eagles with them. I think Dak operated very well, and I honestly think they should have won that game. So I definitely see Dallas winning this one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that they surprised me how well they played against the Eagles, but and the Giants just aren't good. Okay, let's face it, they're just not that good.
I do need Malik Neighbors to do good though. He is in my fantasy team, so I need Malik Neighbors to pop off.
That's tough.
That's tough when that happens.
But so I'm going to pick the Cowboys though too. What about you, Chuck?
I'll tell you what, as long as Russell Wilson is the starting quarterback, I'm going to pick whoever they're playing against. This game may not be close. I'll take the Cowboys.
I think yours and mine, my disdain for Russell Wilson is close to that guy on the Cardinals.
Oh,
yeah. But we'll get to him in a little bit. We've got the Bears at the Lions in NFC North. I almost called it the NFC Central, Chuck.
Easy over there.
NFC North battle. And so, Mateo, what do you think of this one?
I'm going Bears. I think the Bears are going to come out and win this one. I think the Lions are going to start the season a little bit of a slump. I think Green Bay kind of brought their moral down, and I think Chicago had a good game that they should have won against the Vikings, so I'm taking the Bears.
Okay. Joey has the Lions. What do you have, Chuck?
Well, as long as Caleb is their quarterback, I'm not picking the Bears. I think the Lions bounce back and win this win this game. I think they crush the Bears, quite honestly.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Lions also. I just didn't like the end of that game Monday night. They collapsed. I mean, they just totally fell apart.
They fell apart. Yeah.
And I just, they're not fixed yet. And they're not, I had said it on the first show that I didn't think they were going to be as good as people think. And I did say also, I told you, Joey, that I felt the Lions and the Vikings were going to fall back a little bit this year too.
Yep, we both said that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with the Lions though. So Mateo's the only one that picked the Bears. So we'll see. I hope it's not. This could be one of those cases where the youth sees things that we don't, Chuck.
Yeah, we'll see.
Right.
See. But Titans at Rams. The Tennessee Titans, another team that's not very good. We can get this one out of the way quick. Joey picks the Rams. I'm going to pick the Rams. What do you say, Mateo?
I'm going Rams. I think it's an obvious choice.
Yeah. What do you think, Chuck?
Rams.
All right. So that was pretty quick. Here's another one that the two teams aren't very good. I think Mike McDaniel is on the I think his seat is not hot, it is steaming. And I think I don't think he makes it to the halfway through the season this year. I think the Patriots are going to go down to Miami and beat the Dolphins. Joey picks the Dolphins, though. What do you have, Chuck?
Well, these two teams disappointed me highly last week. However, I think the Dolphins are going to bounce back. I'm taking Miami.
Okay. What about you, Mateo? What do you think here?
I'm a believer in the Patriots. I like Drake May. I like Mike Vrabel, and I think Travion Henderson has the ability to be a top 10 back. But I'm going with the Patriots. I think they go into Miami and they beat them. I think it's a close divisional game, but they come out on top maybe by like a field goal.
All right. Yeah, I agree. Divisional games, you never know either. They're usually close. So let's move on to a game that I don't think will be close, and maybe we'll just get this one out of the way pretty quick. 49ers at Saints. Joey has the 49ers. I have the 49ers. What do you have, Mateo?
Is Brock Purdy playing?
He's out.
No, he's not playing.
5 weeks.
Who's the starter?
Oh, crap. Oh, I saw it and I thought, well, that's not bad. Oh crap! I cannot remember.
Mac Jones. Mac Jones is
Mac
starting.
Jones. Yes, Mac Jones.
Yeah, I'm going Niners. I'm going Niners.
Yeah, I think he's serviceable, Mac Jones. I just think he got caught up in a bad situation in New England. I still think Mac Jones could be a starter in the NFL. I really do.
Yeah.
And what do you got, Chuck?
The Saints aren't good. I'll go with Mac Jones and the 49ers.
All right. So then we have the Bills at the Jets. This is the divisional matchup. Joey has the Bills. Yeah. Joey has the Bills. I think that the Jets will be better this year. And Justin Fields looked pretty good the other day.
No doubt.
And I root for Justin Fields, but I hate the Jets. But what do you have? What do you have, Mateo?
I agree. I'm a Justin Fields. I love him. I hope the best for him. I think they will be good. I think Aaron Glenn will run them well. I think the Bills will win, but it just depends who can start on a better note. But yeah, I have the Bills winning this one.
Now, it would be amazing if the Bills had to come back again. I mean, they're in New York this week, but I really liked what Josh Allen said to the Bills fans after the game. The Bills fans that left. He said, have some faith in us next time.
Right.
And that was pretty good. Exactly.
That was a great game.
Yeah. Oh, that was such a good game, wasn't it?
Such a good. That could be game of the year candidate.
Yeah, it was a great game. What I like too is that Chris Collinsworth and Mike Tirico basically were Ravens fans the entire game, and then the script flipped and the Bills won. It was so good. I enjoyed that a lot. But Chuck, what do you have?
Oh, I got the Bills in a runaway. This game's not going to be close.
Yeah. So we all have the Bills. So the next game, this game could be a close game, I think. It's the Seahawks at the Steelers, and Joey's going with the Steelers. I am going with the Steelers. Chuck, who are you going with?
I'm going to go with the Steelers at home.
I know your theory. A close type game, you're going to go with the home team.
Correct.
Usually. Is that the reason for the pick?
Yes, I think it's going to be a good game. My indicator has Pittsburgh, an overwhelming favorite, but I think this game is going to be tighter than people think.
Yeah, I saw that earlier, and I was like, yeah, no, it's not going to be that. Yeah, it's going to be a close game. I think it'll be a
tight game.
What do you have, Mateo?
I think it'll be a more defensive game, and in that situation, I trust the Steelers' defense to come out on top. So I'm going Steelers as well.
Yeah, the Steelers' defense is still good. I mean, their offense. I'm still not sold that Aaron Rodgers is the old Aaron Rodgers, but I think he's good enough to win this game. So let's move on to the Broncos and Colts. Joey picked the Colts. I was, surprised, but I'm going with the Broncos. What about you, Chuck?
Well, at the end, I think the Broncos, their defense is still really good.
Yeah.
And I think the Colts surprised me a lot on Sunday. But I think the Broncos win this game.
What about you, Mateo?
I'm going Colts. I like Daniel Jones. I think new scenery, get him a reset. And I think this man, he's got the weapons. He's got the tight end. He's got the receivers and the running back. So I'm going the Colts here.
Okay. I'll agree with you about Daniel Jones. I like Daniel Jones. Tommy and I argue about Daniel Jones all the time.
Yeah.
I think Daniel Jones was set up to fail in New York.
He needs a reset, and he got it, and he has what he needs, and I think he's going to take advantage of it.
Well, besides Saquon Barkley, he didn't have much in New York.
No.
For most of his time there.
We'll see.
Yeah,
I'm not sold on Daniel Jones yet.
But let's head to this one. Oh, this is a good one. This is a barn burner. This is one that I'm really surprised isn't on prime time on like 5 different networks at the same time, because it's such a great game.
Great quarterback in this game.
Whew, we got the Panthers at the Cardinals. What do you think? Joey picked the Cardinals. What do you think, Mateo?
I'm going Cardinals. I think the Cardinals are going to win that one. I don't think the Panthers are going to be able to keep up just with Kyler Murray, and then I think Marvin Harrison's going to have a better year this year. So I'm going Cardinals.
I agree. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals too. As much as it pains me to pick the Cardinals because of the quarterback that Chuck and I both we really don't like that much. But what do you got, Chuck?
Well, I think on this one, I think Kyler Murray's going to be able to pad his stats for this game. If he can't do that in this game, then I like him even less than I do now. But I'm taking the Cardinals.
But and plus, I'm rooting for them because I want them to beat the NFC South team. I mean, come on. I mean, the quicker we can eliminate teams like the Saints and the Panthers, the better off that road to the playoffs is for my interest.
For you, yes.
Yeah, for me.
Yeah.
But not that my interest would ever come into play.
Never.
Some of us know
better. But we've got the next game is the Eagles and the Chiefs. This is going to be a good one. I think, I think if the Eagles were playing somebody other than the Chiefs this week, the Spitter probably would have gotten another game suspension, but he didn't. But the NFL wants this to be a really good matchup, and I can't blame them for that. But I'm going to go with the Eagles. Joey goes with the Eagles. What about you, Chuck?
I'm taking the Eagles. I think the Eagles are in the top 3 in the league. Kansas City is I'm not a believer right now, so I'm taking the Eagles.
What do you have, Mateo?
I'm gonna have to jump on board with you guys. I'm going Eagles too. The only reason I think it'll be kind of close is because they're in Arrowhead, but I'm going Eagles for sure.
All right, so we've got a clean sweep for the Eagles. So you know what that means, Chuck.
Trouble.
Chiefs are winning, but we've got Falcons at Vikings. I'll go first. Joey has the Vikings. I don't think either team is – I don't think the Vikings are as good as last year, for one. I don't think the Falcons are good. Raheem Morris is not a good coach. I don't think he's changed much since he was in Tampa. But so I'm going to go with the Vikings. What about you, Chuck?
Well, Atlanta's not very good. I'm still not sold on JJ, but I think they win this game. I'm going Vikings.
Yeah. What do you got, Mateo?
I like Michael Penix. I like what he can do, but the Vikings are at home, and I think despite JJ being young and starting, I think they'll be able to win. The defense is good, and you have receivers and talent around you.
Yeah. I would agree with you. I discounted the Falcons probably because I don't want them to be good. But Michael Penix scares me. I think he's good.
Oh, definitely.
Yes. I had him
at the end of last year.
The fantasy league that your dad's in with me, I had Michael Penix on my bench all year last year because I was like, I'm getting this guy because I think he's going to be good.
That's
so
funny.
You know who else I did that with? In 2000, I think it was 17. Has he been in the league that long? I think so. This guy named Patrick Mahomes.
He's kind of good.
I picked him in the draft and kept him on the bench all year, his rookie year. And that worked out okay. But I think Michael Penix is really good. I think he's going to be really good.
I agree.
But so then we have the game of the week. The
game
NFL,
of the week.
The NFL game of the week.
Tim, come on.
That they'll probably be watching in the International Space Station. Buccaneers at the Houston Texans, and they're probably gonna send messages back that say, "Houston, you have a problem." Joey, I talked earlier with Joey, and he gave me an interesting stat. I knew it was high, but I didn't know the percentage. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, of their starting 22 players, 83% of them were drafted by Tampa Bay.
Wow.
So that means three of the 22 were not from Tampa Bay, and I know who they are. It's that easy. The center, Ben Bredesen, came from the Giants. Sterling Shepard, drafted by the Giants, and one Baker Mayfield, drafted by the Browns.
Who did not play that well last week and still won.
I know. He did not play well. And the other 19 guys that start for them were drafted by them.
That's an outstanding stat. It really
That's
is.
how you win. You know what I mean? That's what I've been telling Tommy for years. Until the Browns can hit on at least 4 guys in every draft, they're not going to be good.
They might have hit this year.
Yeah, they might have hit this year.
I think the draft was good this year, but
I think they might have hit this year. We'll see. It's only one game, but
it's still. I usually say I'll judge in November. But Buccaneers at Texans. Joey has the Buccaneers. He'll continue to write for the Sentinel. He made the right pick. I'm going to go with the Buccaneers. This is my thought on this game. I want the defense to perform well. They did not perform as well as I thought they were going to last week. They looked bad. I was very disappointed. But I want them to perform well this year, but I don't want them to hurt C.J. Stroud. I like C.J. Stroud. So contain him, but don't hurt him. And don't hurt Nick Chubb either.
No, can't be doing that.
No. But so I'm going to shock you guys, and I'm going to go with the Buccaneers. What do you got, Chuck?
Well, I want to continue to co-host this fine show. So I'm going to go with the Buccaneers this week.
You've changed your stripes, Chuck. When we did Josh and Tim, you picked against the Buccaneers almost every week.
I do, but I like the Buccaneers this week.
Okay. Mateo.
Well, I can't be welcomed on the show and pick against them. So, yeah, I'm going with the Buccaneers as well. But, yeah, I think they're going to win. I don't think the Texans are going to be able to beat them even at home. I think the Bucs are going to win this one. Okay.
So, I'm going to try to get you to come and shadow me at a Cavs game. You passed the test, Mateo.
Okay, good.
So we have Chargers at Raiders. The Joey has the Chargers, and it's at the Raiders. It's in Vegas, but I can't go with the Raiders. I've got to go with the Chargers. And what about you? My boy Justin Herbert had a really good week last week.
He did.
Maybe finally he'll be the quarterback he was drafted to be.
Maybe he'll be the quarterback that I've been saying he is for 4 years now?
4 years now.
But what have you got, Chuck?
I'm going with the Chargers. I still don't think the Raiders are all that good yet.
Okay. And Mateo.
I'm going with the Chargers as well. I liked how they used Quentin Johnson and as well as Keenan Allen and McConkey. Like Allen had 10 targets, McConkey had 9, and Johnson had 8. They're using the receivers, and they have good ones. So I'm going with the Chargers, and it's Jim Harbaugh too. And
true, yeah. I'll tell you what. I think that I noticed this after the game last Sunday, when was that? Was that a?
It was a Friday game.
Friday game. That's right. Okay, because I couldn't remember. I noticed it. I'm watching the post-game show after, and I thought to myself, the role that Keenan Allen is playing with the Chargers, even though he's good, he is the Austin Hedges of the Chargers. They needed to bring him back
and
bring that team together.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's a good point.
Never moved.
A very good point.
I mean, look at Lad McConkey, like talking to him over on the sidelines. It's like
it's perfect. He needs that. I mean,
they idolize this guy. So I think that's really going to help the Chargers a lot. Plus, it never hurts the quarterback when you have a receiver like that.
For sure.
You know, so, but let's get to the final game. We got a few minutes left here. We've got this matchup of the Browns and the Ravens in Baltimore at the cesspool. And Joey picks the Ravens. I guess I'm worried about percentage here. So I'm going to pick the team that I hope loses. I'm going to pick the Ravens. I hope I'm wrong. I hope the Browns go in there and just somehow destroy them. You know, I feel like Jim Donovan played a hand in that game at the stadium last year when they beat the Ravens, and when all kinds of weird things happened. You know, if Jim still has some power, maybe he could do it again this week. But I'm going to have to go with the Ravens. I'm just going to have to. What about you, Chuck?
Tim?
Yeah.
You know my despise for that team.
Yeah, I hate them just as much.
And with what they're doing this week, I hope I don't take the hit, but I'm going with the Cleveland Browns.
All right. Yeah, the Raven thing, you know, I mean, so when Tommy was growing up, he used to ask me, you know, like if the Indians were playing the Yankees, do you hate the Yankees most in sports? I'm like, no, I hate the Ravens. And I'm not a Notre Dame fan, you know, and I would say to Tommy, look, if Notre Dame was playing the Ravens, I'd be rooting for Notre Dame. Because there's no way I can ever root for the Ravens. The only time I would root for the Ravens is if it were to help the Browns or the Buccaneers get in the playoffs. That's it. You know, so Mateo, what do you think?
I can't wear this shirt for no reason. I'm going with the Browns.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to go in there and stun them. I mean, they're underdogs. Denzel came out. He felt disrespected by what everyone's saying, and Jerry Jeudy said that the secondary, he's just going to go and ball out. So I got the Browns. I think they're going to win, and I think it's going to be a good game.
All right. Well, I mean, you know, I hope it is. I just hope it is. You know,
Yeah,
I don't want to watch a blowout. You know, the common theme this week is the Ravens got humiliated last night on Sunday night, losing that game, and they're going to be mad. But you know what? The Browns
have every
lost
right
the game.
to
They
be
should have
mad.
won too.
Browns should have won last week.
Yeah, they should have. You know, they made mistakes too, and that's the thing we could talk about for a minute. It wasn't only the kicker's fault. Okay, you can't drop passes. You can't let passes deflect off your hands and the other team intercepts it. You know, it wasn't the kicker's fault only.
No.
What do you think?
When you hold a team to 7 yards in the second half of a football game, you're supposed to win that game.
Oh, yeah.
Period.
What were you thinking, Mateo, when everybody's blaming the kicker?
It's like every game. You can't blame one thing on one player because there's other moments in the game where you missed other opportunities. So I don't think all the blame should be going on him. I think it's a game we should have won. I agree with both of you. But you can't just blame that on the kicker.
No, I mean, think about it, Mateo. Isn't that like what I say in the summer in baseball too?
Yeah, it's not just one person. It's a team, and I think you can't blame it on just him.
Yeah. So, but I think we're pretty much at the end here. I want to thank Mateo for coming on at the last, literally less than 2 hours before the show.
Yeah, I had a blast. This was
Nice
awesome.
job.
Thank you guys so much.
We'll have to have you again.
Yeah, no, this was awesome.
All right.
Yeah, for sure. I'd love to be on again.
All right, that'd be awesome. And Chuck, next week we'll hopefully you and Mateo will be right, and Joey and I will be wrong, and the Browns will have won. But we'll see.
Oh, go Browns! If anytime we need a win, it's Sunday, baby.
Oh boy, that's for sure. That's for sure. Got to beat them. But until next week, everybody take care, and I guess whatever team you root for, go. Well, I go Bucks. But we'll see you all next week. Have a good
Go Browns, baby.
Have a good night, everybody.
You too.